Mission Safari, Ark School. The Swahili word for teacher is mwalimu. Here at the Ark School in Nairobi, many of the students are from the Borana tribe. They migrated to Nairobi only 20 to 30 years ago. Most have never had an education. More than 350 children attend the Ark School. The school shares the gospel and touches the community with the love of God. Many of the students here are from Muslim families. Why would Muslim families send their children to a Christian school? They want their children to have the high-quality education that the Ark School offers. The parents sign a paper that says they understand and accept that the Bible is taught here. This is one huge example of how schools are so effective at spreading the good news of Jesus Christ.
Why do you think he died on the cross?
He died on the cross to save us from our sins and to set us free.
And it is only through Jesus who died on the cross because of our sins.
And the only way to heaven is through the cross, which is Jesus. Jesus died on the cross to save all of us.
Education is the key to success. I know the answer to this. The answer to this is peace. Oh, be careful little tongue, what you say. Oh, be careful little tongue, what you say. For the Father above is looking down at us. So be careful little tongue, what you say.
The students really like coming to school here. They have so much energy and enthusiasm. It's easier to learn when you want to learn. Besides the basics like math, science, and language, the students also learn computer skills,
We calculate the total.
music, and dance. They performed a traditional Borana song and dance for us. Best of all, the Ark School students study the Bible. Crystal oversees and coordinates the work here at the Ark School.
They're learning here everything in a chronological way from the Bible. We do chronological Bible storytelling, starting in Genesis, going to Acts. So the children, when they leave the school, they have a very good knowledge and foundation of the biblical truth. And there where we trust that God is using that in their own lives, to know where to turn when life is becoming too difficult for them.
How do you teach Muslim students who know nothing about the Bible without offending them?
That's a very good question. Muslims know a lot about Abraham, even about Adam and Eve, about Noah, all the prophets in the Old Testament. And out of that, if we start there by a well-known topic, then they are much more open to listen. So that's why we are teaching the Bible chronologically. We start in the beginning by topics which they know, and then we keep on leading them on to Jesus, which is unknown or taught in a wrong way to them so far.
There's also a sewing class for the adults. To these women, sewing is a valuable skill for earning money.
So you sell the bags?
Yeah.
To earn money for school fees?
School fees. My husband is jobless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But here, they also get fed spiritually.
We make the bags, the pouches, and at the same time we have some minutes to sit down with the ladies and do the Bible study, so that they're not doing it in just a way that they'll get out empty at heart.
Mostly they come without breakfast here. Otherwise, they have only food at lunchtime.
This courtyard is where the students gather to have lunch, get some fun exercise, and perform for each other in assemblies like this one.
And there before me was a door standing open in heaven.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
What do you like most about the Ark School?
I like the Ark School most because they teach us more things about Christian education, and they teach us good behaviors, and they have also added us computer lesson, which we were supposed to go study it in Form 1, but now we can study it here, so that when we go in Form 1 we can do much better than the rest of the other kids.
Now we're going to talk with Bentina and Bernard, who are the founders of the Ark School, and I'm going to ask them some questions. Why was the Ark School started?
Okay, the Ark School was started. We wanted to do evangelism to the Muslims in Ruma slums, where we realized there were so many Muslims around, and they needed the word of God.
What was the idea behind the Ark School?
And where we started to teach the adult in the evening, and then we saw there was a need for small children coming in. They want also to learn, because they could not access the government schools. They were very expensive.
What are some of the challenges you face?
Those children cannot go back to class and study without any food. So it's also another challenge that we also have to get a better source of stable funding for this food, that we look at like next 3 months we still have some food.
Can you tell me more about why it was started in such a Muslim area?
Our mission or vision is to reach to the Muslims. So we wanted to evangelize to the Muslims, especially Borana people who are living there.
And we found out that going through working with the children was the easiest method of us getting to the parents and having a one-to-one sharing of the gospel of Christ to the parents and the children too.
So you reach the parents with the gospel after you give their children a good education.
Yes.
Well, thank you both for talking with me.
Thank you, Jessie.
This is Jessie Petit reporting good news for kidstalkaboutgod.org.
Who's number one at the Ark School?
Jesus! Jesus!
Wildlife Safari, Giraffe Rescue Center. The Swahili word for giraffe is twiga. The Giraffe Center in Nairobi was started as a project in the 1970s to rescue the Rothschild giraffe.
In the 1970s, there were only about 120 of these endangered giraffes. Now there are about 1,500.
Keeping them at the Giraffe Center gives them a good place where they can live and roam freely.
It also protects them from poaching, which is illegal hunting. Let's go inside and feed some giraffes, okay?
All right, let's go.
Stacy.
How was it, Jesse?
Excuse, can you give us a presentation?
It's a slow process to rebuild their numbers, since it takes a mother giraffe 14 to 16 months to have just one baby giraffe. A baby giraffe is called a calf. A female giraffe will not be ready to become a mother until she is 3 to 5 years old. At up to 20 feet tall, the Rothschild is one of the tallest giraffes. But how do you tell them apart from other types of giraffes if they're not standing next to each other? One way is to look at their legs. They almost look like they're wearing white knee socks. Another interesting difference is that while most giraffes have only 2 horns on their heads, the Rothschild can have up to 5. These horns are called ossicones.
My new favorite word, ossicones. Ossicones.
Normally male giraffe have a total of 5 horns, especially for the Rothschild giraffe, and females have only 3.
I found something really weird about a giraffe. Did you know a giraffe has the same number of vertebrae as a human does? 7. Each individual vertebra, that's a neck bone, is about 10 inches tall. That's about the size of a human head.
That's not all. You know how giraffes like to eat the leaves from trees? Of course, being the world's tallest mammal helps them do this, but it also helps to have a tongue that's nearly 18 inches long. That's about the length of a human forearm, from elbow to fingertips. That tongue also comes in handy when the giraffes need to reach a snack out of your hand. As big as they are, giraffes still have to watch out for predators such as leopards, lions, crocodiles, and hyenas. These animals like to eat giraffes. Good thing giraffes are fast and strong. They also have excellent eyesight, hearing, and sense of smell. Because of this, they can be aware of what's around them and decide when they might need to run away. When they do, they can run at speeds up to 37 miles per hour.
This is a part of a giraffe leg. One kick from one of these can kill a lion. This is how giraffes defend themselves. It's really heavy too. Other than visitors learning all about these beautiful giraffes, they can pet, feed, and even kiss them. Pucker up.
You hold in between your lips. Hold it like this is how you do it.
Jesse, do it again. Do it again. Do it again, Jesse.
Hold on, Jesse. Jesse, hold on.
Wait, you're gonna... This is Jessie Petit reporting good news for KidsTalkAboutGod.org.